Is China preparing for war? Satellite images reveal a large construction site in western Beijing. The Financial Times first reported on the matter, saying it could serve as a huge command center for the Chinese military during a war. The facility is estimated to be 10 times larger than the Pentagon. And it seems to be preparing for a worst-case scenario, a nuclear strike. We tapped American and Taiwanese military experts to learn more about these satellite images.
This construction site is huge, about 1,500 acres. That's the equivalent of 130 of New York City's Times Square. Rennie Barbiers served as an imagery analyst for the Pentagon. His analysis of the image suggests that there were at least 100 cranes on site for the large underground project. Kervin Alcoin, a former lead ISR coordinator for the U.S. Army, echoed similar findings.
So we're seeing concrete pillars that are going deep into the ground. We can see that through penetrating LiDAR. And what you see right in the center there with these large concrete pillars is what could be used as underground bunkers that would protect people from a possible nuclear attack.
Taipei-based military analyst Su Ziyun is the director of the Division of Defense Strategy at the Taiwanese think tank. He sheds light on the geographic features of where the construction site is located in western Beijing.
If the purpose is ecological restoration, there would likely be more forests, or the vegetation would be more prominent. However, if the area is not open to the public, features large concrete structures, and has a cave or tunnel entrance on the northern hillside, then it is very likely being used for military purposes. Since it is a limestone terrain, if it were converted into a large underground air defense shelter, whether as an underground command center or a storage site for important equipment, it would indeed be capable of withstanding a nuclear attack.
According to the Arms Control Association, the U.S. currently possesses more than 5,200 warheads. China now has roughly 600 nuclear warheads. The Pentagon estimates that China will have over 1,000 nuclear warheads by 2030. As for what Beijing's new facility could be used for,
if the new underground facility in southwestern Beijing is as large as reported, 10 times the size of the Pentagon, then it is very likely intended to accommodate key personnel. That's similar to what the United States did during the Cold War. The U.S. built many large-scale shelters, including those designed to house members of Congress so they could continue legislative sessions, as well as facilities for the president's office and various government departments. This would indicate that China is preparing for a potential nuclear war, which in itself is a significant signal. For Western countries, this would mean they must respond to the political deterrence effect created by China's rapid nuclear expansion. Essentially, China is sending a political message that it is prepared and not afraid of engaging in a nuclear conflict.
Kervin Alcoin also holds similar views regarding the deep underground facility.
To have that low underground and then that fortified tells me that there will be a command and control structure built underground that high-ranking officials will go to in, any sort of wartime scenario. The one that I usually talk about is the invasion of Taiwan. And then if the U.S. goes to defend Taiwan, this site is going to be targeted. It absolutely will be targeted. It's getting really close to being able to be up and running by at least the year 2026. Now, we don't know. We just don't at what point this is going to be completed. But it looks to me by the summer of 2026, this location could be operational.
According to the Financial Times, there were signs at the site directing people not to photograph the site or fly drones nearby. The construction scars reportedly warned people to not approach the site, but refused to disclose what was being built. Flora Hua, NTD News.